The Moore's 25th annual sewing technology party is going on now. This is the chance to get the best deals on the latest products. This is the new, I'm introducing a package. The product's not new, but the packages. This is the edge-to-edge package with the 16X. Okay, now, what I'm showing you here, it looks like it's going that fast. That's the wonderful world of video. But I'm showing you actually making this runner. Okay, but one section. Okay, I made this. Okay, now I have a secret. I sent it to one of my employees to put the binding on, but I want you to see how big this is. Okay, now if you, there you go. Thanks, guys. If you go to our website with this here, you'll see the video of me making this. This is my first project I had planned for Tech Party, and so I just I put the cameras on and I walked through talking. Sometimes I made a mistake and the machine corrected it. So we're gonna go why this is an amazing product. So if you want to do edge-to-edge quilting, that's a plain piece of fabric that I turned into a beautiful runner that's big. Okay, so what is this package? Let's hold this back up here. Even looks good on back, okay, if I do say so myself. All right, so we are taking the unique 16X, the classroom recertified model. We sell so many of these here, but that's ending. I want to tell you why. And then the Cutie Breeze frame and the Quilt Motion automation. Okay, so what is a classroom recertified machine? Okay, let's go over top features. So we're going to go. We're first going to let's talk about the Cutie Breeze frame. Okay, so let's go to full screen. On a 4-foot table, I can put this frame. So I did that long runner on a 4-foot table, and I'm going to show you how. But that 16X fits there, and it works beautifully. What's nice about this is I can put my fabric in, and I can quilt a king size because this is more of a hoop. It's a hooping frame, and they really have perfected hooping frame. And again, this is on a 4-foot table. Now you can put it on a bigger table. You can put it on a cabinet. I love this. So that's we're including Cutie Breeze. Then we're including a classroom recertified model. These are models that I have a standing order to buy any of their open stock that they use at classes. Okay. Now these are machines that they actually sent new, and here's why. They had no longer had the classroom ones, but they wanted to fill my order. So for Tech Party, you're getting new ones. Okay. I didn't say that, but yes, that's what you're going to get. Okay. Trust me. And so my wife, yes, I said it, dear. Okay. So 16X, that means 16 inches space, okay? It also has a built-in stitch regulator. And that it gives me the ability, it has 3 different modes, and so I can set my speed or in this case, stitch per inch, and it's just beautiful stitches. It's so even and consistent. The Cruise one always has a little bit of stitching. So that means if I slow down, I love it for these little micro terms. So much easier, okay? So smooth, okay? Then I have basting, and that's a short base. It has long basting, okay? So that's really exciting about that. Then it has regulators. So it stops when I stop. So when I stop there, it stops moving. When I move, it moves. And this one is something that I use for ruler work. Now you can add ruler work to this. This package does not come with a ruler base or package, but look at this. That stops and I turn. So that's the different modes of regulators. All built into this. You don't have to buy a regulator. It's all built in. Then it has edge warning. I kind of like this. I can set this to be off or 1/2 inch or 1 inch. I can have a light or an audible chime. Okay. So look at this here. Every time in this case I get close, it flashes. And you can't hear the chime because I didn't have it turned on. It's telling me I'm coming to the edge. That's another nice feature. They also have these ergonomic handles that are adjustable at virtually any position. And they have buttons on it. So what do the buttons do? I can start, stop. I can do needle up and down. Okay. I also can control certain adjustments right from the arrows there. Okay. And so that's really convenient. This is an amazing, amazing package. But then I'm including the QCT6, the edge-to-edge automation. Now, what is automation? Okay. The tablet, you provide your own tablet, but the automation is the software and the motor box. So the motor box is running and moving the machine. It's like a robot. And it's moving, as you see there, in the pattern that's sped up there, obviously. And that's actually making that table runner. And so in the software, you have over 100 edge-to-edge patterns. So I choose my pattern, and then I can size it. I can size. In this case, I went to, I remember, 5 inches, and then I can determine, I went a 1/4 inch apart. So each row is a 1/4 inch apart. And this is what's so cool. The machine walks you through everything. It has a help screen for everything. I can even launch to a video, or I can actually scan a QR code, and it puts that video on just the part we're working on right on the phone. So the section I'm working on, it gives me instructions. There's nothing easier than this. And this is how I walk through the video. In fact, go to the website, watch the video, you'll be convinced, okay? I mark the edges, because I actually started right on the edge. There's my batting, there's my top, the backing. I select it, it lines it up, and then I go to the next step and mark it, and it starts it. And I want you to see, I purposely, well, maybe purposely, I didn't hoop it straight, and it corrects for you, okay? So when I go to the end, it goes right up the edge, and it shows me the progress. And then when it gets to the end, it actually does a stitch. But it does a stitch that's really just making a reference hole. Now, I use these little stickers. I actually, I want to show you something here. This is what Grace provides, and you can use those. But I found that I used the Brother of the Baby Lock Target stickers. There's nothing to do with the Target, just the sticker. It holds better. It's a tackier adhesive. Because what I do is I go to the end, it does one little hole. All I'm looking for is the hole. I'm not looking at the target. I don't have to line it up except for the hole. So I put that there, and it does a stitch, and then I rehoop. And you don't have to rehoop it this fast. Okay, I sped it up. But I want you to see, that's how I can do up to king-size quilt on a 4-foot area. That's what's so exciting about this. Now, you can put this on other frames that they have. So once I rehooped it, remember I did the first design, I now line the needle hole. So the hole that I made, I line it up. So I'm not looking at the dot, I'm looking at the hole. I line that up, and then I go to the next one. And I'm telling the machine, this is where it's at. I line it up, and I press the screen. And once I line it up, that's, in short, that's a synopsis of making this here. And again, we have the full video step by step on the website. But that's why I'm excited about this package. And so let's go to there you go. Thank you. All right, so if I add up everything, the total retail value would be $9,994. And that's the 16X classroom recertified, the Cutie Breeze frame, and the Grace QTC 6. I negotiated, I was able to authorize just for us a reduction of all this for $59.99. That's with automation. That's amazing. It truly is. We have free shipping across the country. Alaska and Hawaii is extra. Interest-free payments are available. And use coupon code TechParty at checkout to unlock the savings. Okay? Now, isn't that exciting? Now, and we have other software programs you can add onto it. So if you go to the website, you'll see you can change to a different frame. You can change to, some people want a longer frame. Some people want more advanced software. We have that, but it's all based on the special savings. But you got to get this during Tech Party. And why this is important, I bought all these before the tariffs. And after I run out of stock and run out of Tech Party, you'll never see these prices again. So don't wait on all these items. All right, so now we're going to talk about the Little Rebel. And why they call it Little Rebel, it breaks the rules. What they did is they thought of, what if we took the long arm features and gave it the ability to sew? Where so many machines out there are sewing machines that make it go on a frame. So first of all, it's, well, 13 inches, that's a great opening, but it's taller. It's a tall 18.5. There's not another machine that sews that has that much height. And the reason is because you can also put this on a frame. But it has the M-class bobbin. That is over 50% more bobbin capacity than your traditional L-class, which is what's on a lot of high-speed machines. And it also has that bobbin system that Grace has a lighting, so you can see it in there. High-speed commercial bobbin system. It has a built-in winder as a separate motor and optical sensor, so it can wind all the way to the end and stop. And now, what you can't see on this is that I have this on a separate threading path, so I can be sewing while I'm doing this. I don't have to unthread everything, and that's really a cool thing. So let's go into more detail. Let's go to a larger screen here, and it has a built-in stitch regulator. It's a laser, okay? And so the laser actually senses the movement of the fabric, so I can do quilting, and it regulates it. So I'm better at quilting because it's adjusting the speed, so my stitches are really even, okay? That's for quilting. That's without a frame. But I also can put this on a frame, which is optional, and it has a remote control, which is a switch that I can turn it on and off. So I can use this as a frame. It also turns into a sewing machine. You just change the angle and you can put this foot on. Now, I know it has a lot of torque. It's a DC drive, electronic DC drive motor. It had a lot of power going to that denim. But here's what people are really going to use it for. They're going to use it for piecing. So you can piece on it, you can quilt on it. That's why they call this the Little Rebel. So let's bring it back down here to the PowerPoint. There we go. Awesome. So the Little Rebel is $3,499.95, and they just had a price reduction to $24.29. So $2,429.10. Okay, that's the lowest they've offered in a long time, and we have interest-free payments and free shipping. But use coupon code TechParty to unlock that savings. So that's just saying. Okay, but wait, if you want to put it on the Cutie Breeze frame for only $450 more, you can add it. You can't buy the Cutie Breeze for $450 unless you buy it with this, because the Cutie Breeze is $549 on sale. So that when you buy it in package, that's the way to do it. I know someone's going to say, you said it was $450. That's when you buy the Cutie Breeze and the Little Rebel. Okay, so that's been said. For more information on this incredible product, click on the link to see our current special offer. You can email us at customerservice@moores-sew.com or call us at 1-800-865-9664.